listening to In Between the Lines podcast with Shamar and Jay. Nothing is out of bounds. What?
Yo, it's the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. You are the Pod Squad. Welcome back. Welcome to another episode. And make sure you like and subscribe. You're already here. Might as well do that for us right now. Jay.
Bro.
How you been, brother?
Man, back at it, bro.
Back at it, man. There's a lot of stuff in the news, man. What you want to jump right into? Can the face of the league be Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? Can he do it? And I'm going to say no because of his name. I think his name is too long, and I think he's not vocal enough. I think those two things are there. Same things I said about the boy Brown from Boston.
Yeah, I remember you saying
not vocal enough and everything. They moved on from him. I think eventually, because of his name and because he's not animated.
He's not American either.
He's not American?
Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me. I
don't think he can be the face of the league. Man.
Well, I'm
going
to go one step further.
Try to push Anthony Edwards to be that.
Yeah, I'm going to go one step further. He ugly.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Don't he got braids?
Listen,
that's another thing that I
okay, that might be another problem.
That works against you.
Commercially, that might be a problem. On a marketing standpoint, that might be a problem. But at the same token, too, you know, he damn sure ain't.
So that's why he was in Drake video.
Yeah.
Canada.
Canada.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yep.
It's funny how you connect Drake into everything, but
I didn't know he was from Canada. That's
I
what I'm saying.
So, but don't quote me though. But I believe he is.
Okay.
And his cousin's also in the league too. They was actually just competing against each other in the playoffs, which was dope. Playing your family member in the playoffs. But let me say this: number one, it's a great series. Basketball needed this type of playoffs because the regular season's been awful. I wasn't a fan of the regular season of the NBA this year. I just wasn't. The playoffs was very competitive. New York, Cinderella story thus far, even though that's about to come to an end. But it's good, again, for TV that the Knicks is relevant. Surprised that Boston got knocked off on the Knicks. And this Oklahoma team, young, play great defense. And they get up and down the floor. And they got that one superstar, like you said, you know, Shea Alexander. Can he be the face of the league? I just don't think so. I don't think so. You know, I think that is more Anthony Edwards. And what's happening with Anthony Edwards right now is good. This growth. 2 years in a row. Remember, Jordan went through that.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron had his troubles early. You know, you need that. Because, again, that opportunity come next time, you'll probably embrace it and seize that moment then. But you need to go through, you know, a little bit of adversity to get to the next level, man. You know, that's kind of like the blueprint how I go to every superstar. They got to fall before they hit their next level.
Yeah. Man.
You know?
So, yeah, do you think anybody from the Pacers can step up and be
a
face?
I'm going to tell you like this. Hollenberg.
Yeah. Both
I'm going to say it. Your complexion.
He's a little darker than me.
What makes him commercial.
He should be on the Sixers.
Regular haircut. You know, well-spoken young man. Indiana, which is a popular basketball state. You know what I'm saying? He got a shot. If he stay healthy.
What would the Sixers look like if they didn't trade for Harden and actually kept Mikal Bridges and got Halliburton in that trade that was supposed to happen, but they forced Harden to come in? What would you think the Sixers would look like right now? Halliburton, Mikal Bridges, Maxey, Embiid.
Well, I'm gonna say this. That sounds good on paper, but all of that will have to revolve around Embiid's health. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, health-wise, but I'm just saying, wouldn't that be a better team?
Oh, if he was healthy, and with them cast of characters surrounded by, with the development of Hollenberg and the development of Maxey, that'd be great for Sixers fans.
And I think it'd be great even if Embiid was hurt. Like, I think it's still a better team.
Well, again, on paper with the names that you mentioned, but
because they had old boy that they let loose too. What's his name? He would have probably been a bigger role.
Who that? On the Sixers?
Yeah.
George? Tobias Harris?
Tobias Harris.
Maybe coming off the bench as a sixth man, but them names that you mentioned, like, yeah, that's a great team if that ever would have came into fruition. But let's just be honest, man. We witnessed that this year. The Sixers roster this year, to me, and I said it to you, was a championship roster. It's just the health of the team. Really that stopped them from having an opportunity to actually make a run or even get to the playoffs, bro. Even have an opportunity to play in the play-in for the playoffs.
So what's up with the rumors that Embiid might be done for his career?
I don't know about that, but I will say this, and I'm going to say it, and I mean it. It's time for the franchise to move on because the investment
They just gave him the contract.
But okay, you got to take that hit now. You got to start thinking about tomorrow. You got your next franchise player already playing his ass off, and Tyrese Maxey. I think you start to build around that now, because he's only going to get better. He wants to get better, and maybe start getting some role players around that and start to build. But you got to dump Embiid's contract to give yourself a shot to be relevant in the next 2-3 years, because Maxey has to develop too. Still, I don't think he hit his ceiling yet at all. You know what I mean?
All right, well, we'll see. Season almost over. We're about to crown a champ, and we'll be back at it next week.